the Nationals na nandito na tayo sa ating second day para sa ating second conference. No? Balikan lang natin kung ano ba mga nangyari during our first day para sa ating second conference. Wala tayong nakitang sweep sa ating mga teams. Nakita natin ang mga score natin. It's 2-1. Is it gonna be the very first day na makakakita tayo ng sweep sa araw na ito? Now let's check out also ito ang debut day para sa LPE for Mobile Legends dahil it's the very first time also na makakasama sila sa conference ng Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Tingnan natin with their all-new lineup kung magiging successful ba ito. And right now, tingnan din natin ito sa mga featured players or teams natin for today. Ang ating PLDT Smart Omega versus Signal Ultra Warriors. Matinding bakbakan ang aabangan natin dahil itong dalawang teams na ito, kung matatandaan ninyo during the first conference, sila ang nag-champion and ating second place. Now, during sa ating first game for today, no, with Bren E Pro versus SDIE Olympians, makikita natin kung gaano kainit ang aksyon. Bago natin simulan ng lahat, syempre ipapasa na natin sa ating mga shoutcasters for game number 1. Wolf and Butters, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Eliza. At talaga abangan niya naman yung debut ng LPE Eagles mamaya versus Happy Feet Emperors. But as I also mentioned, that Bren E Pro and SDIE Olympians, itong matchup na to is new to us because bago na yung mga ingredients ng mga players natin. But still, kailangan pa rin abangan dahil mukhang prepared nga ang mga teams. One thing I can say about SDIE Olympians, nung first game nila is iba, prepared talaga sila ngayon. Prepared na prepared. Kuya Butters, JP, talk about JP and UG. Ano yung differences and similarities ng pares na players na to?
Meron akong pinakamabilis na explanation dito para sa dalawa. Kung si UG, tinawag natin Mr. Consistent, si JP, Mr. Explosive.
Mr. Explosive. Magkaiba. Magkaiba. Opposite ends of the spectrum if you think about it, Kuya Butters. Can you explain further, sino yung medyo nasa advantage? Kasi if I think about it, medyo nandun ako kay UG kung ganun ang isipin.
It all depends on the snowball capability talaga kasi ng BRE. If BRE dito gets the snowball na gusto nila, that's the time when Mr. Explosive JP will just come in and take down everyone. Pero kung hindi makukuha ng BRE yung kanilang sabihin nating snowball, that's when Mr. Consistent rises up, takes the pick-ups, and leads you to the pick.
Well, I think for SDIE Olympians, nai-gets ko yung point kung bakit si UG ang napili nila out of, all of the mages out there. Dahil nga dun sa Game 1 na pinakita nila, hindi man Game 1, yung first series na pinakita nila last time that we saw them. Bakit ko nasabi kay Butters? Because when SDIE Olympians showed up in Games 1 and number 2, meron silang nakahandang mga strategies agad. Like for example, nag-Chang-O Granger sila. Tapos yung next game is 3 Revitalize. And now, ang tahi natin dito is that UG, medyo ganun yung kanyang style. Parang nandun sila sa planado. Parang kabisado mo yung isang plano. And then when you execute, can really be deadly against your opponents.
And you have to give up a lot of You have to give up a lot of props din para doon sa drafting style na ginagawa nila. Remember, there are two captains in SEO na nakuha nila. They have Jeff, Cutie Forever, and they have Crypto No Mercy. So these are the captains talaga na hindi mo mabaliwala eh. Kasi in terms of drafting, kung itong dalawang to ay maganda yung chemistry at nagpapasahan in terms of picks, most likely sila yung pinakamadaming baon dito sa the Nationals.
Yeah, I kind of get your point. Like, parang dahil meron kang dalawang potential na shot callers, independent of the whole squad, mas madali siguro nga makapaglaban sa points. I think that for SDIE Olympians, yung kanilang, natalo sila dun dun sa best of 3 nila. But that is still a 2-1. So feeling ko, malaki pa rin talaga yung mai-improve pa ng SDIE Olympians.
And ito nga yung pinag-usapan natin, Wolf. Itong SEO, they only had like months to practice together and to work on that chemistry. And some of their players weeks lang before nung kinuha. So, just for them to have this fighting chance against a team like Execution Punishers, malaking bagay na yun. Malaking bagay na yun.
Yeah, I agree. Now, we've talked so much about SDIE Olympians. Let's talk about Bren E Pro naman. I think that they're more in this matchup lang, in this best of 3 series, medyo mas pabor sa kanila in terms of chemistry. Although meron din sila mga bago mga players, I think built naman together kasi yung mga players nila
I'm not sure if tama ako dito, pero I've heard that Coco is the one na maglalaro ngayon. Kasi last time si Rebo, yung napaglaro nila, I'm not really sure about that. Pero the thing about chemistry kasi is may mga times na for other teams, it just happens.
Oo, para talagang naturally magaling may chemistry na talaga sila.
Tapos may mga teams naman talaga na they work on it. And once they get it, hindi alam kung ano yung maximum potential ng kanilang chemistry na mabubuo. But at the same time, you have to look at you have to look at the experience din playing with each other. Na parang dumarating na lang sa point na ito yung chemistry na tinatawag na hindi mo na kailangan magsalita. Ginagawa niyo na lang.
Oh yeah, I think we can see that in most of the top teams natin. Like for example, PLDT Smart Omega, when they perform, it looked like they are a team that's already na-build na nila kasi din yung trust. For example, ikaw Butters, nandito ka sa isang team, and then a veteran comes in, and medyo may tiwala ka na agad sa kanya kasi alam mo na, ito magaling to. You respect how much he can give, can put into the table, into a team, at kaya pag-mesh kayo ng easier.
Pero pwede ka rin kasi masaktan nun in a way, na sobrahan yung respeto nyo sa isang tao that you actually rotate your gameplay around him.
Yeah, that's also one thing.
It should be, parang alam mo yun, it should be the other way around, na the newcomer, even though he's a veteran, he should be the one to actually comply kung ano man yung nandun. Pero some teams, they make it work. Some teams, they don't. So,
well, one thing that I would trust naman to make it work is Brent E-Pro. Kasi, well, it's more about the numbers game para sa akin. Numbers meaning yung number ng tao na pumasok sa Brent E-Pro versus dun sa mga pinalitan nila. Technically speaking, kasi this is already a team na nanggaling na nga sa ibang organization ko pero related rin sa Brenny Bro, but that's a full 5-man team na papasok dun sa Brenny Bro franchise, and then you have 2 additional na really close with the guys din naman. So technically speaking, hindi na masyadong mahirap i-work on yung chemistry dito sa Brenny Bro. It's just that they will have to adjust to other teams na lang din. Like, I think for the Nationals kasi iba rin talaga yung fact na this is a long league. And these teams, they are, sanay sila sa mga liga na hindi ganun katatagal This one is a total round robin, and sometimes you have to choose kailan mo ilalabas yung alas mo, kailan ka mag-a-adjust lang na konti, kailan yung standard na build mo. That's about your team decision na lang din.
And I do agree with that, Wolf, but the thing about these teams is tama yung sinabi mo dun Minsan yung mga teams ngayon, kalaban na lang nila yung sarili nila. Kasi it's about you understanding the other team na gagawin nila. If you do not understand, di mo naiintindihan.
Tama naman. Do have the draft for our game number 1 of this best of 3 series between Ren E Pro and STIE Olympians. At ito na ang flavor ng conference number 2, kaya Butters, the high-loss ban mula sa Bren E Pro. Nakita natin, nag-develop nung day number 1, ngayon ay auto-ban na nga ng mga teams. While STIE Olympians will ban out the ever-so-dependable Grok.
And as you are seeing on your screens, hindi ko inakalang makikita ako magtabi si Jeff at si Yuji sa isang
Long time rivals in a way.
And seeing Matt and si 666 and si Cripzo na magkasama ulit. Alam mo yung reminiscent siya ng old days. Not so old days. Parang
last year.
Parang a year ago.
Pero parang tagal din.
Parang tagal na.
Well, UG also ay naging under na rin naman ng pamamahala ni 666. So, ang mga players natin dito mula sa Brand, that's Raflesia, Renjo, JP, Doc Ribo, and Fuzaken. Mukhang hindi muna maglalaro si Kuya Coco as the rumor say. And then, para naman sa tropa natin sa STE Olympians, that's Lembot, Cripsu No Mercy, Nitsu, Jeff Cutie Forever, and UG. I guess this is so much telegraph. Ilang beses ko na nakita yung gantong openers mula sa day number 1. Priority ang Kufra, tapos ibibigay na yung X-Org sa kabila. And more ang mga nakukuha dito usually is Akai or sometimes even Carry to pair with X-Borg para ma-secure nila agad. This time, should be the same. Should be the same.
Actually, medyo magugulat nga ako sa BRB. Sa totoo lang. Kung kinuha nila yung Esmeralda ng una. Because Esmeralda right now, I don't think she's like first pick material.
Yeah?
Ngayon. So,
Hindi na nga natin na-feel na gano'n.
parang hindi na talaga siya. Parang hindi na talaga natatanggal dun sa slots na yun na sobrang tagal siya. Si Harith.
Harith, Kofra.
Si Harith.
You have Masha at saka Esmeralda na pick mula sa Bren E Pro. Masha, isang hero din na ginamit ng STIE Olympians in the previous game that they had. Bren E Pro, let's see if they can utilize this well. Kari is having a lot of trouble against itong mga ganitong klaseng divers sa early game. Imagine. But I think that if STO plays this right, kaya nilang gamitin yung Harry. Chang-O ang gagamitin ng STE Olympians, which was their pick as well sa previous game nila. Pre-series.
Ngayon kinuha na nila yung lineup na to, like the Carry, the Chang-O. Medyo kailangan nila dito magsama-sama. And as I'm seeing it, si Renjo dito, siya yung gagamit ng Masha. So he has a lot of ways to, just go for the split push. Kasi if you're a Masha, you want to go for the 1v1s. You don't go for those clashes talaga na active ka nagpa-participate sa mga ganong ideas, sa mga ganong laban. Kasi the hero isn't really built for a full 5v5 clash.
That makes sense. No, Rams nga lang ang sagot dito, ang ban ng Bren E Pro. Which I think that they're assuming na magiging support dito si X-Borg. And with the ban on the Lolita, that seals the deal. That seals the deal para maging safe ang kanilang Chang-O. It also means that STA Olympians will have free access dun sa ating Akai. I don't think that they will pick Angela. I think Akai makes a lot of sense in this game.
I mean, they could pick the Angela if they wanted to, pero Akai nga yung kukunin nila.
That means Bren E Pro will have to answer with either Granger para meron sila pakabutin sa Chang-O. Kimi is still here.
Akai.
Pero I think Granger ang kanilang ipaprayo pick to go with something like a Diggy. Oh, Kimi Diggy. Okay, that makes sense. Kimi Diggy to close their lineup dito kasi in a different way, kailangan nila maabot din itong si Chang-O. And one way for them to do that is to have itong Kimi. And if ever the Chang-O tries to run, meron ka kasing reverse time courtesy of the Diggy. So pwede mo gamitin yun. And syempre, Diggy is the natural answer sa Akai dahil meron siyang times journey. Medyo napapayatan lang ako sa lineup dito ng Bren E Pro. Pero maganda yung kanilang objective taking potential courtesy of the Masha as well as the Kimi.
Ako nga sa totoo lang, Wolf, parang medyo napapayatan ako in terms of damage output dito sa side ng SEO. They don't really have burst.
They don't have the burst.
They don't have burst. They don't have the burst.
They have rip damage.
They have rip damage. And sabihin natin dito, yes, X-Borg can do a burst with the last insanity. Pero will it be enough to take down yung Esmeralda?
I don't think so. Marami silang pure damage dito pero ano sila eh.
Yeah.
Yung rip type of damage which means nagra-ramp muna siya, nagbe-build up muna siya which is, damage over time, technically speaking, or DPS.
And that is their answer. They answer with an Estes. That means they really want to extend the team fight, which is good. But the idea for the side of SEO is if one of them gets caught out ng mabilis, they cannot fight anymore. And dapat napakaingat nila in terms of positions dito. Kasi, yun nga kapag si Estes yung natanggal, you have to go back.
Yeah.
Especially kapag sabihin natin si Estes talaga mismo yung natanggal, wala na kayong magagawa. You have to push, you have to pull back, you have to
either super commit or super fallback. Walang
gitna. Walang gitna.
Yeah. And I think yung lineup naman ng Bren E Pro dito is napakabilis nga mag-take ng objectives and di ako magulat kung mabilis na matutunan ang mga tore ng STIE Olympians mamaya. And now Brenny Pro, they're playing on the blue side. That's Reflesia on the Kufra, Renjo on this Masha, JP on the Esmeralda, Tokibo sa kanyang Kimi. Di ginaman para kay Fuzake dito sa may top lane.
For the side of SEO, it's going to be Nixu on the X4 Crypto, No Mercy as the Estes. Lambot will be playing as the carry, Jeff Cutie forever as an Akai, and Yuji will be playing the Chango.
Chango, nakita natin successful ang SDIE Olympians last time with this. At tingnan natin kung magiging pares lang siya dito sa ating next game. Gusto ko yung pressure na ina-apply nila dito sa top lane courtesy of Rebo with the Kimi. Tingnan natin kung pressure nga talaga nila si Jeff Cutie forever natin carry. Bottom lane, Renjo.
Going 1v1. Actually, it goes both ways. It goes both ways yung matchup natin sa baba. Kaya talagang maganda silang pagtapatin dyan.
1v1 talaga.
If they're going to be very careful facing each other.
Starmon is here. Fuzake. Magandang flicker bait naman nun para kay Lebot at hindi nga nila mapapatay. Fuzake with the place once more. Talagang binait niya yung sarili niya. Siya yung nag-check in, then there's the reverse time para siya mabulog na Crypto na Mercy. Naspatan dito ng Bren E-Pro pero sabi ng Bren, nako, push na lang tayo dito sa may top lane.
And si Renjo dito, medyo talagang sinusok niya lang yan. He knows that he can fight right now just because may dalawang tao pa dito for the side of SEO. But the fact remains that one turret is down on the top side. So, ibig sabihin, nag-amplify na or nag-progress na ng maayos yung mga gold nila dito. Pero nahuli pa nila mga kaibigan si Akai. Jeff Cutie Forever will be caught out. Chango dito will get a kill on Raflesia. Yuji getting caught out. Will be forced to use the flicker.
I think it's smart na kinabit na lang niya yung flicker. Huwag na mag-go for the man kasi pwede nga siyang talunan bigla ng mga members ng Bren E-Pro. There's gonna be a pause but I like how aggressively naglalaro ang Bren E-Pro. They don't want SDIE Olympians to fight in terms of yung pagpa-farm battle. Kasi may potential pa na makapanalo yung STI. Again, you got the carry of Estes. Magandang late game dito. And you know, Chango, actually, Kuya Butters, medyo late game oriented din ang hero to. Napakakati nito sa late game.
Yun nga yung sinasabi natin na you really have to get an early game plan against this certain lineup na ginawa ng Bren E-Pro. And yung napag-usapan natin kanina, it's more on the snowball capability na binibigay ng BRE para makapag-commit or makapag-shine yung mga players nila. The thing about it right now is, yes, may laban dito yung STIE Olympians, but not until 10 minutes has passed.
Yeah, I think so. Kasi parang even when they have export, even when they have Akai, yung carry nila, the fact na na-pressure siya na masyado dun sa may top lane, ay mahihirapan siyang makipag-farm toe-to-toe with Kimi. And what you have to do is hintayin mo yung sweet spot kung saan mauungusan mo na ng scalability yung kalaban. What I'm trying to say is, yung Kimi, mabilis siya makapag-reach ng mga items siya, for sure. But when he reaches yung kanyang full pack na items na, biglang nagiging mahina na siya in terms of the scaling. Tapos yung carry, kahit apat lang items siya compared to the 6 items of Kimi, mas malakas na siya. Parang equal sila. So doon siya makakaabot. So what I'm trying to say, you have to catch up to a point where yung lamang nung kabila ay maaabot mo na with just little resources.
Yeah, and paano nga ba nila magagawa yun? It's more on the kills kasi naka-bounty hunter naman dito yung carry natin. But the fact remains that ang SEO dito, hindi sila papahingahin ng BRE. Because alam ng BRE na doon sa point na yon, doon lang mananalo yung SEO.
Oh, look at Reflesia. Ginamit niya agad yung yakap dito with his own. He knows na mataas yung level niya, kaya niya makakill. And he does have the attack and defend talent. Times journey gagamitin dito. There's the last insanity. The magandang flicker away naman mula kay Nixu. Actually, hindi pala flicker yun. That's just the roll out na mechanic nung last insanity para makalayo siya mula dun sa falling star.
And with that, Wolf, nakita nila na wala ng last insanity si Nixu dito. Push. The first thing na gagawin dito ng BRE is to just push.
Yeah. Grabe, you know, what I liked about that play mula kay Raflesia is kabisado niya yung damage output niya with attack or defend. Ribo, pero nahuli dito si JP, ginamit yung flicker para makalayo, nagsusustain na nga. May falling star moon to get away, Yuji cannot catch up. Nandito na rin si Kufram dun sa may kaliwa, sa may bandang kanan, makakaligtas yung export, but Jeff Cutie Forever is gonna go down. However, they did take down the Esmeralda. Raflesia dito na sa gitna, medyo nasasaktan mula sa carry, kailangan tumakbo dito ng mga members ng Bren E-Pro and STIE Olympians who let them go.
on the top side, BRE dito, Renjo, just doing his thing. Just doing Masha things. Ito yung gustong-gusto ng Masha kapag naiiwan siya sa may lane. As long as may one wave doon at kaya niyang bawasan yun, he's gonna take it to half HP. Ganon ang trabaho ng isang Masha.
Yun talaga. Pag every time na may gulo, lalong-lalo na pag extended yung team fights, nako, tuwan-tuwa pa yan. Okay lang, basta, okay lang kahit hindi totally manalo dun sa fight. Good trades na lang siguro, like 2-for-2 or 1-for-1 na trade-off in terms of kills. As long as nakakuha siya ng Torres sa side lanes, Gucci na talaga para dun sa ating Masha.
But did you see earlier kung ano nangyari sa Esmeralda? Esmeralda was just running away. Nung naubos yung ultimate dito ni Chango, parang wala nang damage output na lumabas, and JP was just spamming his armor. His
Frostmoon Shield.
Frostmoon Shield. Parang yun na lang talaga, doon na lang siya tumakbo na lang siya, tinakbuhan niya na lang harapan because he knows that they don't have any more damage on their side. Last Insanity will be used. Pero ang ganda ng pagiging mailap dito ay pagiging maagap dito.
But of course, the meteor shower is in there. Doc Ribo, kumakasa ng maximum energy, tatama kay Nixu. But no casualty whatsoever. Just hooks. Samantala sa gitna, JP, not in a good spot. Mapapaligiran, pero Ravnesha got you, bam! May ulti na ginamit dito. Chango will be shut down by the members of Bren E Pro. And JP and Ravnesha combination, I would dare say, napakalupit talaga ng control ni Ravnesha on this Kufra.
And hindi din nila maiwan dito si Carrie. Sa totoo lang. Just because Renjo right now has more items than, sabihin natin, si Carrie. Kasi si Carrie talaga nabukita dyan. And look at that, Renjo. Just manning up, soaking up the damage.
Corrosion
Corrosion set yung gamit niya dito.
Ayos. Meron din siyang sweet foods dito. And as you saw kanina, quickly taking down a turret kahit tumatangkay ng at least 3 to 4 attacks noon time na yun.
I kinda get kung bakit corrosion sight din yung kinuha niya. Kasi ang dami naka-flicker dito para sa side ng SEO.
Pang-catch up niya rin dito.
And even without a flicker on your side, on your Masha, kaya mo
Oh, no way! Kumonekta na naman yung talon dito. Stretching mula sa tropa natin si Ravnesha. Sa may Kufra, sa may sa top lane naman, Renjo. Fighting against Lembot with a turret and gets away unscathed. Napakalupit.
He was hurt.
Well, he was hurt.
He was hurt, but he didn't die. He didn't.
Ang mangyayari nga lang dito, ang kapalit. Si Doc Ribo makakuha na naman, tinalo na naman dito si Kuya Jeff. There is the reverse time and Doc Ribo with the damage. Not enough, however. Makatakas. Matala sa top lane naman, hinahabol nila dito si Renjo at si JP.
Ang ganda ng laning na ginagawa. Ang ganda ng laning na ginagawa ng BRE. Sobrang kalat nila ngayon na hindi alam ng SEO kung paano nila i-divide yung ranks nila para lang kahit paano mahuli tong mga...
Oh, Ravnesha, two-man connection with the Tyrant's Rage and in comes Doc Ribo. May damage pa. Jeff QT will be able to run away. Time's journey para makalayo. Ang mga tropa nila sa Bren E Pro, maximum energy will not cut it.
They will never stop. They will never stop the pressure. They will never let SEO rest for 1 second. BRE dito. Gusto na nila tapusin.
Oh, Jeff Cutie forever with the arrival play. Magandang hurricane dance dito. May naipit pero Esmeralda still able to run away. At lumalaban niya actually dito ang Bren E Pro. However, natulong na si Ravnesha dito with the damage. But onto the backlines, Estes will go down. JP though is gonna be shut down by the carry. This time, tumatakbo na si Renjo. Naghahanap ng target. Clean up crew. Kill number 1. Kill number 2. Pero si Renjo nakapag-flicker papalayo. Grabe naman yun. Bren E Pro gets the 3-4-2 trade-off.
And wow, the power of the Masha.
This is why
Power of the Masha.
This is why sa Indonesia, yung recent na biggest league nila, it's the top picked and banned hero. 100% all throughout yung kanilang playoffs dun sa kanilang big league nga na sinasabi natin. And slowly, the Philippines, they're catching up on this Masha craze.
Grabe yung galaw ni Renjo dito and just having that innate movement speed na parang talagang talagang hindi mo siya ma-outcut.
Oh no.
In a way, if you don't have yung mga dashes na dire-diretso na nagagamit mo, you cannot get away from Masha. Pero Nixu dito, using the flames to just stop them from chasing.
Na-force nga rin yung kanyang Piraga armor out kung kailangan niyang mag-regen. Bren E Pro, let's see. It's gonna be the ultimate, the maximum charge. Pang ano lang, kung scouting lang. Samantala, and this battle has been finally be picked up by Lembot, 8-10.
So kung the damage na binabato dito ni Ribo, talagang hinaharapan niya lang lahat. Even Jeff QT forever Binato niya yung blender niya. He got the extra armor from his passive. Pero it didn't really matter.
Masaktan pa rin.
Masaktan pa rin.
Renzo, ito na naman. Pinuwersa lang dito. Tiraga armor away. And Doc Ribo happy to dish out this damage. JP kumakasana kanyang Polystar Moon. I doubt they will commit. Just boxing out the members of STIE Olympians. Reflection din. Fake lang din. Pump fake. With this Tyrants in the bench. Na may babalo ka Renzo. Dito kinailangan pa ng 5 para lang maipit siya dito using the Hurricane Dance. Finally able to take out Damasha.
But on the top lane, there is still pressure. That is one of the things na maganda para sa side ng BRE dito. They are not forcing a lot of those fights na talagang kahit pa paano, alam nila na talagang take down na talaga si Renzo.
Look at this from 100 to 0. JP will miss the falling star mode. Pero nakita nyo yung damage dito ni Doc Ribo. Konting bala lang ay naubos na niya agad yung armor ng ating export.
Divine Glaive ang kinuha ni UG dito. He knows that they need the damage. They know that they need the extra burst. And DPS, kung DPS lang ang usapan dito, yes, it's going to be SEO's side who's gonna come out on top kasi ganun talaga yung pag-mix up ng ng draft nila. But the thing about it is, tama din yung ginagawa nila ngayon kasi napapatagan nila yung laro.
Well, let's see how long can they hold. Kasi yung Lord makukuha na ng Bren E-Pro. And as you said, kailangan i-delay, i-stall ng STIE Olympian sa ating laro. It's gonna be up to Bren E-Pro if they will let them farm.
Pero they're just putting a lot of pressure on the minion wave that just come out. Na parang talagang sabi nila, gusto namin kapag ginamit ni Chang'o o ni Yuji yung kanyang ultimate sa isang lane, lilipat lang kami ng lane sa taas, wala na siyang ultimate, wala na kayong mabilis na wave.
Exactly. And I think yung cooldown kasi ng ultimate ni Chang'o would take about 20 to 30 seconds at maximum level. Even after the cooldown reduction items. And that's one wave lang na kaya mong maklear with your ultimate from long distance.
And right now, Wolf, even the export, medyo hirap na rin siya mag-deal ng damage ngayon. He didn't really get the best time of his life in terms of farming.
Yeah.
And looking at his net worth right now, he's like at 4.8, 4.6, 4.8. Can't really see. Etong Bloodlust Axe, pati yung Oracle, hindi siya isasalba nito against Damasha.
Oh, definitely. Bloodlust Axe will only allow him to perhaps trade a little bit in terms of lifesteal, but against Masha, you're not gonna win. I think si Masha na yata yung holder ngayon ng best na 1v1. Siguro kung talagang sutukan lang ang labanan. No skills used. Literally.
Sino nga ba yung dati?
That was Cho.
I think Cho. Cho, no? Cho was one of the best talaga.
Oo.
But when Cho lost yung kanyang slow sa first 2 hits ng Jin Kundo, yung trading capability niya just dwindled eh.
Like, if you think about it, Masha versus Hayabusa. Pag na-survive mo yung Hayabusa ultimate, Masha will just take over.
Mga, ina lang yun eh, destruction all over para kay Masha na kapag nangyari.
Then, E-Pro, let's see how they will push. They have the Lord. Kumakas na nandito si Raflesha. Pwede siyang tumalon. Nixu with the last insanity. Walang tatawang si Raflesha. Pero si Nixu naipit na Polystar mula. Ang tataman dito, there's a Hurricane Dance. And this with the ultimate but Raflesha. Kaya ba nila dito? Ang target lang nila talaga is yung Torre. Walang namatay doon sa buong Clash Royale after all the ultimates that have been thrown. Pero yung Torre sa gitna, yun naman talaga yung talagang plano ng Bren E-Pro.
Renjo. Just
JP.
not going trigger.
Arrival play.
Arrival play on. Doon sa may mga Raflesha dito. Welcome in. Tyrant's Rage. Tyrant's Revenge. Ibabato ba Raflesha dito? Just tanking up a lot of damage. Lembot mga kaibigan. Lumalaban dito. But JP with the flicker in. Crimson No Mercy will go down. And this might be it. This is a 2v5 situation. Nahuli si Lembot dito. Lembot with the flicker out. Lembot will be taking the Raflesha. Pero nagkaulian pa rin. Carry will go down. And that is the first game going to the side of BRE.
Bren E-Pro with a Game 1 victory. We know na napakabilis nilang mag-take ng objectives at kitang-kita nyo naman kung gaano kabilis. Even when that clash happened na lahat napagbato, tumatama naman yung mga ultimates dito ng STIE Olympians. I think the last Insanity and Hurricane Dance was commendable in a sense na madami silang tinamaan. But it's just that nag-survive lang naman yung mga members ng Bren E-Pro. Walang namatay. And all the while that the 4v5 happened, si Renjo nag-take lang ng inhibitor turrets.
I guess sabihin na lang natin na yung BRE dito, they just went with their own plan.
They have the game plan and they executed
Yeah.
at na-checkan nila lahat ng mga check boxes na kailangan.
And it was easy to check kasi there was no one who will stop them in terms of just damage output, dash capability, and even the 1v1 capability na meron yung Masha.
I like how they drafted, diba? Parang inunan nila dito yung Masha para medyo mag-focus doon ng STIE Olympians and then they kicked it back with picking the Kimi and Digi last. Have to commend Raflesha, however, mula sa Bren E Pro na nakita natin kanina malupit ang kanyang mga pinakita. Even the solo kill on the Akai, alam niya kasi yung damage output niya.
I'm not sure about the history of Kimi, pero this is the first time na nakakita ako ng Kimi na 008.
008 pero siya yung MVP.
Yes. First time ako nakakita
kasi
ng
mataas yung-
Kimi na walang kill.
This is probably because mataas din yung kanyang turret damage and yung hero, and look at the turret damage. It's 46% all
Look at
throughout
this,
the team
52,556 damage.
on heroes.
No kills.
Taga-whittle daw lang talaga siya. Iba yung
Okay.
Actually, it's JT to get the last hit. So.
Doc Rabo, new meta.
The new meta, 008. But then again, Renzo, the MVP of the game, 2-1 and 2. Kanyang split push. Yung kanyang mga pag-take ng mga objectives, securing it even when there is a clash happening. The patience and yung pag-calculate niya when and where pupunta sa mga laban.
And there's one thing about yung medal system na ginagawa ng MLBB na if I read that I really want to change
Oo.
is lagi kapag nag-split push ka and you don't get involved with the fights, you always get a silver.
Naging
Or a bronze.
pilak ka, kumbaga.
Yeah. So kumbaga parang there are a lot of factors din that you have to check kung paano mo masasabi na maganda yung performance ng isang player. It's more on the idea na lang din talaga siguro na it's about your decision making. And sometimes those split-second decision making take you a step closer to the victory.
Yeah. Well, step closer nga naman ang Bren E Pro to the victory because of that game 1 win. Only one more and they will secure this series. However, will STIE Olympians bounce back? Malalaman natin yan after this break. So do not go away, guys. The Nationals will be back.
Is 1 minute enough to undo hair damage? We expose hair to extreme sources of damage. When damaged hair is placed in water, it sinks. With Dove 1 Minute Serum Conditioner, see how damage-free hair flows. Dove 1 Minute Conditioners. To make hair strong, Evo Speed Plus. 1 minute style. Pantene. Five-hour perfume for 5 times smoother and fragrant hair. Panalo! Kakaiigin! Sunset!